welcome to this month's edition of the FCTV News. We hope you're enjoying your fall, and with any project that you're working on, if you have questions or need advice, come on into ACE. There's always somebody here that can help you figure out your needs.
Hey everybody, my name's Devin Pawarek, Recreation Coordinator with Faribault Park and Rec. Just got a couple updates on upcoming youth activities and adult sports that you can sign up for. So you still have time to register for youth volleyball clinics, grades 4 through 6. It's running in November. A great way to prep for tryouts in the junior off seasons or just learn more about the game. We have youth pickleball ages 7 through 12. You can choose one or multiple sessions, offering in November, December, and January. Our Park and Rec coaches will instruct skills and drills and get players set up in games. Biddy basketball, grades K through 2 in January, weekday and Saturday session openings. Skills, drills, fun games at the Faribault Park and Rec gym, instructed by our coaches and staff. Mark your calendars and register for the father-daughter dance, which will be held Saturday, January 7th from 1:30 to 3 p.m. at Faribault Park and Rec gym. Event hosted by DJ Alex from Starlight Sounds, and photos will be taken by Jasmine K Photography. And now for some adult sports. Women in co-ed Season 2 volleyball. It starts in the first week of January, so get your team registered by December 15th. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Paul Panoski, Parks and Recreation Director for the Faribault Parks and Recreation Department. Just a couple of events we've got coming up this next month to be watching for. The Hometown Holiday, that is the event where Santa comes down in the fire truck to the Buckham Center, and there's music and games and different activities going on both at all three facilities down here, the Buckham Memorial Library, the Community Center, as well as Buckham West. So we invite you to come to that on Thursday night, November 30th. Friday night of that week is going to be our official tree lighting down at Central Park. Central Park is going to have the trees along 2nd Avenue again this year from November 27th through December 8th, but we will be doing that tree lighting on Friday night, December 1st. So we invite you to come to that, and then a reminder that the light up parade that the Chamber and Main Street offer is going to be on Saturday night with fireworks at 5:30 and the parade starting at about 5:45. A couple of other items that we have going on that will be starting up here through the month of in November is ice rinks will be open on Saturdays and Sundays at the ice arena. So that'll be regularly scheduled open skate times for both of those. And just a reminder that open swim at the community center continues on Saturdays and Sundays through the entire winter.
Hi, I'm Dr. Corey Miller with Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, and today I want to talk about a couple of topics that seem to come up on a regular basis. One involves eye vitamins for macular degeneration, the other is eye vitamins for dry eye. So with macular degeneration, there are a certain type of eye vitamins that I tend to recommend for patients. And they're a special formula. There was a study that was done that looked at a formulation of some vitamins. And the study was called the Age-Related Eye Disease Study, or AREDS. And then there was a second one. So AREDS 2 are the formula of vitamins that I tend to recommend for people who have macular degeneration. And it was found in those studies that it did for people with dry macular degeneration slowed down the progression to wet macular degeneration over a long period of time. Oftentimes what I tell people though is there's no magic cure when it comes to macular degeneration. It's a very unfortunate disease that can cause us to lose vision, but this is one thing that we actually can do to try and help slow that progression. And there's good evidence behind that. You will oftentimes hear or see advertisements for other vitamins that are out there that say that they're going to cure it, or they've have someone talk about how they started taking these vitamins and now it's reversing or their eyes are getting better. And oftentimes I take those sort of claims with a grain of salt, because they haven't often gone under rigorous studying to know if it truly is something that is helpful. What I tell patients who are looking into something like that, where we don't have a lot of evidence for, I often tell them that there's, the vitamins themselves probably are not going to cause harm. Now they can, so you want to make sure you're talking with your doctor about what's in them. But most of the time they're not going to cause harm. But I warn people that there probably is not a magic cure or magic pill or something that is going to solve macular degeneration. So I warn them that it may not give them the exact results that they want, and they may be spending their money on something that's not going to be helping them. And so I do recommend, though, these AREDS 2 vitamins, and there's a special formula that's found in a number of different brands that you can find at kind of any of the drugstores, and they can provide some benefit. Now, I often have people who ask, I have a very strong family history of macular degeneration. Should I be taking these vitamins? Or we see some very early signs of it. In those cases, the studies didn't look at people who didn't have macular degeneration or were kind of really early on and how that affected them. In order to fully know how much those vitamins may benefit, it would need to be a very long study time-wise to see if that made a benefit, and that just hasn't been done up until this point. So I tell people, the vitamins probably aren't going to cause any problems. If you want to start taking them, it might be beneficial, but I leave it up to the patient and their discretion, because there isn't a lot of evidence around that. But it makes sense that if it's slowing it when you have kind of mild to moderate macular degeneration, that before that it might slow it too. So I leave that up to the patients. But again, it's not something that's likely going to cause any significant harm. So sometimes people choose to take it. The other vitamin I often hear about is omega-3s or fish oil type of thing for dry eye. And there has been some studies that show that omega-3s have improved patient symptoms and signs of dry eye. And taking omega-3s for some people can be helpful. Now, it does depend a little bit on kind of the severity of someone's dry eye or what the actual cause of their dry eye is. But just as a general rule, I think taking omega-3s can be helpful for dry eye. Now, there is a special formula of omega-3s that the studies looked at and tend to be superior to the ones that you just see in typical fish oil supplements. And it's a type of omega-3 that's called reesterified omega-3s. And it's a process of how it's refined, basically. And those omega-3 supplements, taken at kind of a certain dose, has shown in studies that it benefits dry eye. And there's different brands that you can find, but it's a little bit harder than just going to the drugstore, looking at all the fish oil options and picking one of those out. And you can talk with your eye doctor. You can come here to Ritchie Eye Clinic, and we can kind of help you find what omega-3 supplement might be most beneficial to you. But just know that is an option for people. And sometimes it's not just as easy as taking what's off the shelf. People who do that probably doesn't provide a significant amount of benefit. Again, it probably also doesn't hurt them, but we want to make sure if you're trying to help with the dry eye that you're getting the right stuff that you want. Certainly, if you have any questions about what supplements you are taking or would be helpful for your eyes, come on into Ritchie Eye Clinic and we can take a look. Thank you.
Hello, Faribault. Nort Johnson here with your Chamber of Commerce and Tourism. I'm kind of pumped today. We actually just came off from yesterday our strategic planning for the Chamber of Commerce for 2024. With that comes a review, of course, 2023. And we had some compelling successes for our community in 2023. We're super proud of that. I think highlight for me personally is the coming together of leadership. And I'm describing what is our third joint boards meeting in Faribault. That includes the school board, the city council, the county commission, our chamber executive committee, the economic development authority, and the housing and rehabilitation authority, along with administrators. So Jamie Bente, our superintendent of schools, Tim Murray, our city administrator, and of course Sarah Folstead, our county administrator, were there along with the chamber staff. So we're excited about that because we know collaboration among leadership is the most important tool we have to get things done. And just proud of the conversations we shared with the group, and also proud of what looks like to be an upcoming partnership among all of those organizations at some level toward improving education outcomes for our students in Faribault. It's a big deal, and again, thank you to everybody engaged with that process. We're very proud of you, and very proud of our organization to being a part of pulling that together. Couple of events for everybody to keep in mind. We have our agriculture brunch. That's an agribusiness celebration. That's November 16th. That's a Thursday at the American Legion. I pointed because the American Legion is that way from where I'm at right now at the chamber office. It's a great celebration of agribusiness. And of course, Faribault, we're in the heart of ag country. If you live in Faribault, you are part of the agriculture economy. So we're going to be celebrating that. Tickets available. Give us a shout at the chamber. Troy will put that number up on the screen. Also, the next day, our Vision Task Force for the Chamber of Commerce is going to get together and have their annual summit. It's timely because it follows up both the joint boards meeting that we recently were able to hold and our strategic planning for the chamber. So we'll spend time with our Vision Task Force and do what we can to make sure that the work we want to do meshes well with the visionary agenda for Faribault. Looking forward to that on the 17th. Winterfest, first weekend in December every year. We've got fireworks again this year. Thursday will be the annual Hometown Holidays work at City Hall. We're going to have horse-drawn wagon rides. They're not sleds. I guess the sled rails don't work well on the tar downtown for some reason, so it's actually wagons, but they're a blast and everybody loves those. So there will be a link that Troy will put up on the screen to a list of the events, and there's a lot of them, so I don't want to read them all off right now. But I will highlight the parade on Saturday night again. Fireworks set to go off at 5:30 with the parade immediately following. This year we are going to make sure that we give people time to get back into position on Central Avenue after the fireworks. I'd anticipate fireworks will be 10 minutes. We're going to give people 10 to 15 minutes to get on, so the parade should kick off about, I'm going to say 8 minutes before 6 o'clock. So that's the official time this year. Thanks a bunch, Faribault. We appreciate your confidence and your participation in the great work that we and our partners are doing.
Hi, my name is Chad and I'm the pharmacy manager at the Hy-Vee here in Faribault. And today I'm just going to provide a little update on the vaccines we have available and the availability of those. So the first one is the flu vaccine, which we have the high dose for 65 and older and the regular dose for those under 65, both in stock, and you can walk in any time weekdays 10 to 5 or weekends 11 to 3. And you can also feel free to make an appointment for those online at hyvee.com/COVID, and then it speeds up the process when you come in a little bit. And the other one we have is the RSV vaccine that's recommended for anyone 60 and older. And that one is walk-ins the same time as I had said before with the flu shots. And there is also the new COVID vaccine, Pfizer and Moderna. Those right now are just by appointment only due to availability. And with those ones, you can go online to hiv.com/COVID and reserve your appointment. And then we'll have everything all ready when you come on in. We also do offer tetanus and pneumonia vaccines as well, so you can ask us with any questions about those ones, along with the shingles vaccine. And while you're here, if you'd like us to transfer your prescriptions from a different pharmacy, that would be great. You can just let us know and we'll get them transferred over for you. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you.
Hey everyone, it's me, Ms. Denny, your favorite children's librarian. I'm here today to tell you about everything happening at your library this November. Let's take a look. We're hosting an author panel discussion on Thursday, November 2nd at 6 o'clock. You can join a wonderful, lively discussion with 3 multi-genre Minnesota authors. That will be again at 6 o'clock on Thursday, November 2nd. It is free and no registration is required. So join us here at the library in the Great Hall. That's on the 2nd floor. Storytime will continue in November. We offer Storytime in 3 different formats. On YouTube and Facebook on Tuesday nights, you can join me for a 5-minute bedtime story. Those drop at 7 o'clock. You can watch them at your convenience anytime and as often as you like. You can join me on Zoom on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. for a interactive Storytime online. And then you can join me here at the library in person on Thursdays at 10 a.m. And Storytime is the last Storytime for November and for this year will be on November 16. And then Storytime will be on a break until January. So stay tuned. We'll have more information about the schedule in January as we get closer. First Chapter Fridays, you can join us for the first chapter of a middle grade novel. I will be reading the first chapter, actually, of each of this year's Maud Hart Lovelace nominees. You can find them Fridays at 4 o'clock on the library's YouTube page. You can watch them whenever you like, and they're available to watch as many times as you like as well. Just look for the playlist, First Chapter Fridays, Maud Hart Lovelace nominees. You have until the end of March to submit your vote for this year's winner for the Maud Hart Lovelace Award. So these videos are a great way to decide if you want to continue reading the rest of the book. So watch the first chapter and then stop in and check them out. Our book clubs will take place in November as well. We have 2 book clubs for youth. Books and Brownies is for grades 2 through 5, and Pizza and Pages is for grades 6 through 12. Books and Brownies will meet on Monday, November 13, and Pizza and Pages will meet on Monday, November 20th. The assignment for both clubs is the same. Read any cookbook or craft book of your choice and come prepared to share about it. It would also be super fun, if you wanted to bake something or create something and bring that to share as well, but not required. And also not required to read a cookbook or craft book. Come and talk about whatever it is you're reading. I would love to see you. Please do register in advance, however, so I know how much brownies and how much pizza I need to have on hand. Our Teen Advisory Board will be meeting in November on November 6th at 4:30. TAB, as we like to call it, is for youth in grades 6 through 12. And if you are interested in joining, get a hold of me and I will get you an application and all the information about membership. We are hosting some art classes in November. They take place on Tuesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. They are done by local artist Kate, and we're super excited to offer these free classes, no registration required, just drop in. They're for ages 16 to adult. So they'll be taking place on Tuesdays from 6 to 7 all the way through November, every Tuesday in November, and then 2 more in December. Stitch a Bit is our knit, crochet, and needlecraft group. You can join the library's director, Delane, and some of your friends, or make some new ones in the library's makerspace on Friday, November 3rd and or 17 at 10 a.m. Just bring your own project and you'll have fun working on your project amidst the company of other like-minded knit, crochet, and needlecraft lovers. Uke Can Make Music is Alan McCulley's project where if you would like to make an appointment one-on-one and learn more about how to play the ukulele, maybe you've never played one before, or maybe you just have a little bit of experience, you can get an appointment with Alan and she'll get you going. The library has ukuleles for you to check out and many other resources as well. Alan also leads the Faribault Ukulele Network, or FUN, as she likes to call it, and that is for advanced uke players. So if you are someone who is really good at playing the uke or already knows a lot, contact Alan as well, and she will get you all the information so you can join FUN. We have So-and-So, which is adult, or actually for anyone, adults or children, can come and learn how to sew with retired library staff, Lisa Reavers. She leads a basic sewing class every Wednesday morning at 10:30, and that will take place through the end of November. So if you want to join the sewing class, just drop in Wednesday mornings at 10:30 a.m. Our story walk is available all year long. It's a great thing to do on any sort of day. You can stop, it starts and stops at the library. You can get a map here at the library and follow all along Central Avenue and enjoy whatever book is currently in the story walk. The library has state park passes available for checkout as well. You can use it for free for 7 days. They're available on a first come, first serve basis and cannot be reserved. Speaking of first come, first serve, we also have several adventure kits available here at the library. You can learn a new hobby or a new skill by checking out one of these awesome adventure kits. So stop in the library and see what we can offer you. We are offering new ones all the time. And of course, the library continues to be fine-free for any Faribault library materials. There are no fines for returning library materials late. Hooray. And last but not least, if you have any questions or anything you're wondering about, you can contact us first and foremost by stopping in. We would love to see you anytime the library is open, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 8, Friday and Saturday, 9 to 5. You can give us a call. You can send us an email. We'd love to have you follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Check out our YouTube page for great videos. We'd love to see you. Take good care, friends. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
everyone, I'm Dave Nichols from the Rice County Historical Society, and today we are going to talk with Marie Tuma. She is one of our board members and one of our longtime volunteers here. Marie, how are you today?
I'm fine, and thank you. And how are you, David?
I'm doing all right. So what I wanted to talk about today was your volunteering down here. You do all kinds of fun things with us down here. You are one of our regulars here. So I want to start off with, when did you start volunteering here?
I think I've been here about 6 years.
Okay.
When I started sewing labels in feed sacks, which was a project and a half.
Feed sacks just seem to be the story of your life around here, don't they?
Yes.
So you're on our board. When did you first join our board?
Oh, I
You've been on
think
there a while now, I think.
3 years,
Yeah.
4 years, something like that.
Okay. So you are one of our main collections volunteers. What sort of things do you process for us?
I usually do all the big collections. You name it, I'll do it. I love doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun going through all that paperwork and seeing what's going on.
Yeah, you tend to handle most of our archival collections that come in.
Right, right.
You also are our master exhibit maker as far as our volunteers go. Several of our big exhibits have your name on them. What are some of the exhibits that you've helped us with?
Well, the first one I've ever done was Farmer Seed, and that was fun. Then from there I went to, I did Faribault Foods, which I think the funnest part of that was doing that wall of labels.
That was fun.
That was fun. And learning about the POW camp that was there at the cannery. From there, I think I went to feed sacks, which was fun too, because I like that crafty and doing that kind of stuff. Let's see, what else have I done?
You've done all kinds of little ones here and there.
Yes, I did Isaacson's.
Yep, you did Isaacson's. You pretty regularly help set up in here when we're doing our fair exhibits for the Carlander room.
Right.
So, yeah, you're pretty active around here, huh?
Yes, I try to be.
So, not to put you on the spot, but what's your favorite thing about volunteering here?
Favorite thing. I like talking to the people. I like what I do. I learn something new every day. It's not boring. I don't think it's boring.
No, we tend to keep it pretty entertaining around here.
Right.
So, would you encourage folks to volunteer down here and become more active?
I try to. When people ask me what I'm doing, I will say I'm a volunteer at the museum. I will also tell them we are not just Faribault. We are Rice County. We are everybody, not only Faribault. And I'll say, if you have time, come on down.
As a matter of fact, in August, you were up in Lonsdale helping them with their Community Days program. So
I was at the 3R Landmark with Steve Osapka.
Yep, and we've got him coming to be our presenter for our annual meeting in October, so that ought to be fun.
Yes.
So why do you think that we are such a lively organization? I think it's fair to say that we're pretty lively down here.
Yeah, we are. Why?
You've been here longer than I have, so you've got maybe a bit more of an insight.
I like the people. I like the people I work with. Everybody is so helpful, including you, David.
Well, thank you. I try.
Even though I'll say the pest is coming, and I'm only a volunteer, and I get hell for that, for saying that, because if it wasn't for the volunteers, I don't know how much this place would be going.
Yeah, so on a regular basis, we have over 125 volunteers that work with us throughout the year. We put in over 8,000 volunteer hours in a given year, which is a lot. You know, your average person with a full-time job only does about a little over 2,000 hours a year. So when you consider all the people that we've got in and out, that's quite a lot. You certainly do quite a bit. You're here 3 days a week, working on the collections and helping out at the front desk.
3 days plus sometimes.
3 days plus sometimes. So 3 days at a minimum, I guess is the better way to say it. So, but we're always looking for more volunteers. So I want to thank you for sitting down and talking with me. It's always fun to sort of highlight some of the work that you do and talk with our volunteers and get them to gush a little bit. So thank you. And if you are at all interested in volunteering with the Rice County Historical Society, we have volunteer opportunities all throughout the year for all kinds of things. You'd be surprised the little things that we need people to help us out with, even something as simple as gardening. If you're a gardener, we've got garden beds all around the Faribault House and here at the museum, all kinds of things. So if you're interested, please give us a call. The number is 507-332-2121, or stop in. You can talk to myself or Marie or any of us here at the museum, and we'd be happy to have you involved. So tell your friends, tell your family, we're always looking for more people, and it's just a great place to come hang out and be part of the community. So I want to thank Marie again for taking the time to chat with me, and for you for taking the chance to listen. So again, I'm Dave Nichols from the Rice County Historical Society, preserving the past for future generations.
Thank you for watching this month's episode of the FCTV News. We hope you have a very enjoyable fall and going into winter. And if you have any questions or projects that you're working on that you need some assistance with, come on into ACE and we will help you out.